Hey guys, I'm doing a video on the Volcanic ascent in climbing game. It has 10 nails, which should be enough. It will cost $10,000 though, but the reward for being it is also 10,000. You need to get 4 flags and get to the top of the volcano. Okay, that's it. So you're gonna go on shift lock and turn on your assistance. There are icons at the top that should show you. Okay. This is currently the hardest one in the game, but they are doing an update soon, so you should expect a harder one when that update releases. Okay. We're coming up to the first flag, so you're just gonna jump down and glide. You want to nail and jump down and glide to this hold. Cut your nail and jump up to these. Okay, here's the flag here. Grab that flag and jump back up and grab your nail for later. Okay, that's the first flag already done. And we're getting to the volcano soon, which is the hard part. Okay. Just want to go around this wood part and jump up this slippery wall. You want to go through that quick though. Okay. Make sure you're jumping on these rocks and not past them as well, because you do glide pretty far against that wall. Grip on this rock. 2 quick jumps. Okay, this next part you want to go on these slipperies and wait at this hold, because if you do this all too fast you can fall, because these releases do take a lot of energy, as you can see. Okay, now you want to jump on these properly again and not slide past them. Okay, we're coming up to so this is the shortcut if you have lowered down that ladder. But if you haven't, you have to go through this way. And also, there is a flag this way. If you have missed it, there's a flag. Okay. So you're going to want to jump up. Take your time. Don't want to fall. That's a long... And get these 2 jumps here. And you're going to want to put a pin here. Jump down. Okay. And just go onto this bridge here. And cut that now. Properly jump on this hold. You want to get onto that hold and jump to this hold. And you want to do that slowly so you don't fall off. Okay. Next, you have to jump to the right and jump up here onto the second bridge and onto the holds. Okay. You want to go through this section pretty quickly as well, because there is freak crimson right. Just watch out. This is why you want assistance on, so you can see things like this and you don't rush. Okay, so just take your time here and press that grip. Here you can take your time as well. Just watch out. You don't want to miss that grip. And there is one release here, so you can take your time, but just don't take too much of your time. Quickly get through this section and you are at the second flag. The second flag is over this way in this little den area. There's a little hole. You just want to go through it quickly because there are 2 releases there. But here's the second flag. Also, it is fine that you fall because there is a lower section where you can just go up here. So don't worry if you fall. Okay. Also, there is nothing over that way. There is a pit of lava, so there is the second flag. Okay, you just want to go through this section as slow as possible. You don't want to fall. Just take your time and jump into that rock. Okay. Take your time here as well. Just don't fall. That's all you gotta do. Okay. Now you want to grab onto this hole and go past this slippery. And I suggest you jump like right. You don't glide against the wall. You want to take your time, because even if you do fall, you have this little barrier down there to protect you. Okay. Now watch out, there is 2 releases in a crimp, so you gotta go really fast through this section. But after that you're done and you're at the first shortcut. And make sure to lower this ladder over here, which I've already lowered, but that's how you do the shortcut from that part before. Okay. Now that's the second shortcut, but this way is how to lower that, and there is also another flag this way. Okay, so you don't really want to move too far, you just want to get your jumps right and go slowly through it. Since there is no crimps, there's no crimps or no releases. Go through this section pretty quickly. Slide down a little bit so you don't hit your wall though. Your head. Okay. Here, this section is pretty easy. Just make sure to hit this because you are now over lava. There's no barrier and you want to not fall. Don't slip off either. Just take your time, just not too much so you don't fall on that. Okay. Now this part is really annoying. You just want to get around this wall and jump down. There you are. Now you place your hole. Now you place a nail and you don't want to touch that lava, so just jump straight down. Don't swing and glide over to this hold over here. Okay, and the rest is pretty simple from here on out. Okay, you want to release off that quickly as well. You don't want to waste too much time on that, otherwise you will fall. Now you've got another sort of barrier under you. So if you do fall, you can just go back, which is really good. Okay. Now this is the second flag over here. The third flag, I'm sorry. I was just putting a nail here just in case you miss that grip. Okay. And jump back, and jump on that grip, and jump on this hold, and then cut it. There you are. So now you've got the third flag, and the fourth one is out of the mountain. I'll show you that when I get there. Okay. Watch out for this jump. This jump is really long. Do not want to fall on it. Okay. And for this section, you can just jump around everything. You just gotta do a small wrap around, and then you should be fine. Last little section until you actually shortcut. Just take your time on the section you don't want to fall. And you want to jump in on that X, which you do get pretty close to missing, but you gotta jump as far as you can. Okay, so the ladder should be up, but since I've already done this, it's down. So you just want to put down that ladder so you can do the shortcut, which it is pretty easy to get out of this one. It's just, it took me 6 minutes of like going super fast. Anyways, you want to go up this slippery part, and you don't want to fall because, well, if you do fall, you go down to the there's a barrier on you, so you should be fine. Okay. Just go down up this section pretty smoothly, and you want to get to the top here. Jump on these slipperies and get as close as you can to get to that next slippery, because that is a pretty big fall and you can't save yourself from that. Okay, next you want to put a pin here, glide over to this wall. You can either release it if you think you can make it, or you can put another pin here and then you'll hit it. Okay. You just got to put the pin on the wall though. Just line up your jumps and don't fall. That's all I'm gonna say. Okay. I suggest skipping this entire hold right under me and jumping to this one over here. So you just don't. It's just a lot easier. And don't jump to that crimp, jump above this and onto the plank. Just remember not to move while jumping so you get a higher jump. Okay. This part is pretty annoying. You could fall here, it's pretty like bad here. So you wanna fall down here, and you wanna attract to the nail and cut it when you're above it. That's all I can really say. You might fall there on the first try. Okay. Also, yeah, just remember to have your assistance on so you can see these little grips about around the wall and make sure you don't fall. Yeah. Okay. Also, I suggest once you're here, I'll show you again if I can. Jump here and jump onto this plank here because you can fall through these little planks sticking out from the rock, and you can fall back to the lava. Okay, so we're 10 minutes in currently. Just go onto these slipperies and try and climb across. Yeah. Just don't fall. Yeah. This next section is pretty easy. Just remember to grip onto that and go through this section. You just want to be precise with your jumps and not fall as well. Hold on to this grip over here. Okay. You're almost out the mountain now. Ooh, not even. Okay. Okay. There we are. We're on the grip. Now you just want to glide across. Just don't fall on these releases, there's a lot of them. Okay. I suggest putting a nail here just in case you fall. You don't want to fall down and fall in the lava. Okay. There we are. We're almost at the end as well. Okay. Just take your time on these jumps. Don't go as fast as I'm going if you're not confident. Okay. Just get ready for this big jump over here. Okay, there we are. Now you probably do see that green stuff over there. That's where the fourth flag is. But I suggest you beat it first before going for that flag, just in case you fall going for that flag. Which I will show at the end, me getting it. Don't worry. So just continue on through. Don't worry about that flag just yet. Okay. Now the full wait is super long, so it is kind of annoying. But once you get those shortcuts, it should be shortened by at least 10 minutes. Okay. Now you're right at the end. You want to put a pin on this wall here so you don't fall. Jump on this hold. Ooh. Retract. Remember to retract your nail and jump to that hold and cut it. Jump to that hold. And there we are. Sub 15 minutes. Okay. Now we can get the fourth and final flag since we're finished. Just drop down slowly. You don't want to ragdoll down because then you can fall. And you can fall and you will not be able to do anything. You won't be able to get the flag. You will just be dead. It's like the worst experience when you fall, so especially if you fall 1,000 meters down into a pit of lava. Anyways, here's the last few jumps. Put your pin here, and you're just gonna want to attract it. There you go. You would have got your fourth and final one, and that's it. Okay, I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I will probably do more videos when the update comes out. Right, ciao.